Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World, Coin Collectors and History Buffs. Today's video is one for the books, especially if you're a fan of rare American coins. We're diving into one of the most intriguing finds in the world of numismatics, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. This particular coin is a fascinating piece of U.S. history, and believe it or not, it might be sitting right under your nose, tucked away in a coin jar or even mixed into a pocket change collection. So, if you've got a keen eye for valuable coins, stick with us as we explore what makes the 1965 Washington quarter dollar such a hidden treasure. First, let's set the stage and talk about the coin's background. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage for decades, and the design we see on the 1965 quarter is one of the most iconic in the history of U.S. currency. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This timeless design, created by John Flanagan, has been the face of the quarter since 1932. However, what really sets the 1965 version apart is the year itself and the context in which it was minted. In 1965, the U.S. government was undergoing some major changes. The country was transitioning from silver coins to clad coins, a shift made necessary by the rising cost of silver. The 1965 Washington quarter was one of the first coins to be minted with this new composition, consisting of a copper-nickel clad layer instead of the previously used 90% silver. This marked a significant moment in the history of U.S. coinage, and that shift from silver to clad coins is something that collectors today look at as an important turning point. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1965 Washington quarter dollar truly special for collectors. Most of these coins were produced in large quantities, so they don't automatically carry significant value. However, certain factors can dramatically increase their worth, and these factors are what every serious collector needs to know about when it comes to this coin. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. As with any collectible coin, a Washington quarter that has been well preserved will naturally be worth more than one that has been circulated heavily. Many 1965 quarters were used in everyday transactions, and over the years, wear and tear can lead to scratches, discoloration, and a loss of detail. But if you happen to have a 1965 Washington quarter in mint, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's important to note that even in uncirculated condition, the coin's value isn't guaranteed to be astronomical. The mint mark plays a significant role in determining how much a coin is worth. The mint mark refers to the location where the coin was produced, and the 1965 Washington quarter came from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. If you have a coin from the Denver mint, which is typically marked with a D, or the Philadelphia mint, marked with a P, it might not be as rare as other variations, but these coins in excellent condition can still fetch impressive prices. But the real goldmine in the 1965 quarter world lies in coins that feature an error or a unique characteristic. Error coins are a big deal in the numismatic world, as they are considered anomalies that are often in limited supply. Some 1965 Washington quarters were struck with incorrect metal compositions, and some even had minting errors like doubling or off-center strikes. These errors can make a coin incredibly valuable, and collectors will go to great lengths to get their hands on a piece with a minting mistake. The 1965 Washington quarter, especially if it carries a mint error, can increase in value significantly. Coins that have been identified with these flaws or rare variations often end up selling for much higher prices than their more common counterparts. In fact, the value of these error coins can soar into the tens of thousands of dollars. When it comes to rare and collectible coins, condition, mint mark, and any errors are critical factors. If you have a 1965 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition or one with a minting error, your coin could be worth far more than you might imagine. Now for the part you've been waiting for, the value of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. While most coins from this year may be worth their face value or slightly more depending on their condition, a 1965 Washington quarter with exceptional qualities can fetch an astonishing amount. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, or one with a significant mint error, can sell for as much as $95,000, yes, you heard that right, $95,000 for a single 1965 Washington quarter. So, if you've been keeping your change over the years, or if you happen to come across one of these quarters in circulation, make sure to check the mint mark, condition, and look out for any potential minting errors. You never know, your coin might just be worth a small fortune. Today's video is going to be a treat. We're diving into the world of US coinage, specifically the 1995 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. This coin, despite being over 2 decades old, has become a hot topic among collectors, and for good reason. In the next few minutes, we'll break down exactly why this quarter could be worth a small fortune, and what makes it so special in the world of numismatics. Let's start with a quick refresher on the history of the Washington quarter. First minted in 1932, the quarter features the profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The quarter has remained one of the most iconic coins in the United States, embodying a sense of patriotism and pride. Throughout the years, the design has seen minor changes, but George Washington's portrait has remained a staple, making this coin instantly recognizable. Now, let's focus on the specific year that's caught the attention of collectors, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar. This coin was minted at a particularly interesting time in U.S. history. By the mid-90s, the economy was booming, and the U.S. Mint was producing coins with the goal of maintaining a steady flow of currency for the growing population. The 1995 Washington quarter, with its classic design, seemed like another run-of-the-mill issue at first. However, what sets this coin apart is the condition it's found in, as well as the rarity of certain variations that can significantly boost its value. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1995 Washington quarter was minted in large numbers, so finding one in excellent condition can be a bit of a challenge. Most of these quarters were used in everyday transactions and, over time, suffered from the wear and tear of circulation. However, in the world of rare coins, a quarter that's been well preserved is like striking gold. Uncirculated coins, or coins that have remained in pristine condition, are highly sought after because they represent a snapshot of the past that's largely untouched. The 1995 quarter, in mint condition, stands out due to its sharp details, vibrant features, and clean surfaces, but the condition alone doesn't tell the whole story. The mint mark is another key factor that collectors consider when evaluating the value of a coin. The 1995 Washington quarter was minted at several different locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced, and collectors often seek out certain mint marks for their rarity or historical significance. For the 1995 quarter, a coin from the Denver Mint, marked with the letter D, is particularly in demand. However, the mint mark is just one part of the equation. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the discovery of errors or variations in the coins. While most coins are produced with consistent designs, errors sometimes slip through the cracks during the minting process. These errors can include anything from off-center strikes to doubling, or even incorrect lettering. The 1995 Washington quarter is no exception. Several rare error coins have surfaced over the years, and these anomalies can make a coin worth far more than its face value. A double die error, for example, can significantly increase the coin's value, as these coins are considered unique and highly desirable. So, what makes the 1995 Washington quarter so highly valued in the market? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and mint errors. While most 1995 Washington quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, certain examples can command a much higher price. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1995 Washington quarter can fetch impressive sums. But it doesn't stop there. If you're lucky enough to come across a coin with a minting error, the value could be exponentially higher. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1995 Washington quarter. While a typical, circulated 1995 quarter might only be worth a few dollars, one in pristine, uncirculated condition can sell for upwards of several $100s. But that's not the jaw-dropping part. Coins with significant mint errors or unique features can see their value skyrocket to astronomical figures, and here's the moment you've been waiting for. The 1995 Washington quarter with certain rare characteristics can be worth as much as $90,000. Yes, you heard that right, $90,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe that a small quarter could be worth so much, but that's the magic of rare coin collecting. So, before you spend that pocket change, take a moment to check your 1995 quarters. If it's in excellent condition or has a minting error, you might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Today's video is going to be one that you don't want to miss, especially if you're a fan of rare and valuable US coins. We're diving into the 1997 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but as you'll soon learn, it's anything but. This particular quarter has a rich history and a surprising value that could make you a small fortune if you happen to have one in your collection. To understand the importance of this coin, let's take a quick look at the Washington quarter itself. First introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter has been a symbol of American coinage for decades. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features a left-facing profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Over the years, the Washington quarter has undergone various design changes, but Washington's iconic image has remained a constant. This coin is a beloved part of American history and is familiar to millions of people who use it in daily transactions. Now, let's turn our attention to the 1997 Washington quarter. By the time this coin was minted, the U.S. was in the midst of the late 90s economic boom. The country was experiencing a period of relative prosperity, and the U.S. Mint was cranking out coins to keep up with the growing economy. The 1997 quarter wasn't viewed as particularly rare or unique at the time, and most people thought of it as just another coin to add to their pocket change. However, as the years went by, it became clear that certain versions of the 1997 Washington quarter had something special about them. The mint mark is an essential part of any coin's identity. It tells us where the coin was minted, and it's often a key factor in determining a coin's rarity and value. The 1997 Washington quarter was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, with no mint mark; Denver, with a D mint mark; and San Francisco, with an S mint mark. These mint marks are important because certain mint marks tend to be rarer than others, and coins from specific mints are often more sought after by collectors. Among the 3, the Denver mint mark D and the San Francisco S mint mark coins tend to draw more attention due to their lower mintage figures. What truly sets the 1997 Washington quarter apart, though, is its condition. As with most coins, the value of the 1997 quarter depends heavily on how well it's been preserved. Coins that were circulated for years tend to show signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, and smoothing of the design. But uncirculated coins, those that have remained in pristine condition, are rare and highly valued by collectors. A 1997 Washington quarter that is free of blemishes and has maintained its sharp details can be worth much more than its face value. Collectors also look for coins with errors or unusual characteristics. Minting errors, such as double strikes, misprints, or off-center designs, can add significant value to a coin. For the 1997 Washington quarter, there have been reports of a few error coins that have surfaced over the years. These coins, due to their rarity and the uniqueness of their mistakes, are especially valuable. A simple error like a double die or a misaligned strike can make a world of difference in terms of value, turning a regular quarter into a highly sought-after piece in the numismatic world. Now, we get to the most exciting part: the potential value of your 1997 Washington quarter. While most of these coins are worth only a few dollars in circulated condition, those in mint or near mint condition can be worth significantly more. Some 1997 Washington quarters with rare mint marks or minting errors have been known to fetch impressive prices at auctions and private sales. If you're fortunate enough to have one of these rare finds in your possession, you could be sitting on a small treasure. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the price reveal. If you have a 1997 Washington quarter that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you have one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of up to $80,000, yes, that's right, $80,000 for a single 1997 Washington quarter. It's hard to believe that such a small, everyday coin could hold so much value, but that's the beauty of rare coin collecting. Coins like this are often hidden in plain sight, and if you're lucky enough to spot one, it could mean a significant windfall for your collection. So, next time you come across a 1997 Washington quarter in your spare change, make sure to take a closer look. Check for any minting errors, examine the condition, and see if it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. You never know, you could be holding on to a coin worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. Today, we have something truly exciting for you, a coin that's not just part of American history but also has the potential to put a sizable amount of money in your pocket. That's right, we're talking about the 1979 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. If you're a fan of rare coins or you're new to the world of numismatics, stick around because you're about to discover just how valuable this seemingly ordinary coin can be. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter dollar has been one of the most recognizable coins in the United States since its introduction in 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features the iconic image of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Over the years, this coin has undergone several changes in its design, but George Washington's profile has remained a central feature, making it a classic representation of American heritage. The 1979 Washington quarter was minted at a time when the U.S. was in a period of economic change. The country was moving into the modern age, with new technological advancements and a changing political landscape. During the late 70s, the U.S. economy was facing some challenges, including inflation and rising unemployment. However, despite these difficulties, the minting of the 1979 Washington quarter continued as usual, adding to the already impressive collection of quarters in circulation. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. You might be wondering, why is the mint mark so important? Well, every U.S. coin carries a mint mark, which tells us where the coin was struck. For the 1979 Washington quarter, the mint marks of particular interest are the ones from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Each of these coins carries a different level of rarity and collector demand. The 1979 Washington quarter was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, with no mint mark, Denver, with a D mint mark, and San Francisco, with an S mint mark. Most of the quarters from this year are quite common, and they aren't typically worth more than face value if they're in circulated condition. However, as time has passed, coins from the 1979 series have gained attention due to their rarity in certain conditions, especially those with a pristine finish or errors in the minting process. Now, what really makes the 1979 Washington quarter stand out are the rare variants and the condition of the coins. For collectors, the condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins that have been in circulation for years often suffer from scratches, discoloration, and other signs of wear and tear. However, if you happen to find a 1979 quarter that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if it has a rare error, you could be looking at a significant increase in value. Some of these rare quarters were not properly struck at the mint, leading to unique features such as double strikes, off-center designs, or other minting defects. Error coins, in particular, are highly sought after by collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces. These minting mistakes can turn a common coin into a rare treasure, often resulting in substantial financial gain for the lucky owner. Collectors are also drawn to the 1979 Washington quarter because it's part of a larger collection of Washington quarters that were minted throughout the 20th century. As a result, certain coins from this series are considered more desirable and collectible, especially those that were minted during key years or at certain mints. With the 1979 Washington quarter, some collectors are willing to pay top dollar to complete their collection, driving up the price for well-preserved examples. And now, for the most exciting part, the value of this coin. While most 1979 Washington quarters are worth only a few dollars if they're circulated and in average condition, those in mint condition or with rare minting errors can be worth much more. If you happen to have a 1979 Washington quarter with an S mint mark that is in uncirculated condition, or if it has a minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth an incredible $78,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $78,000. For a single coin. It's amazing how something so small can hold so much value, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. The rarest of the rare coins can fetch extraordinary amounts, and the 1979 Washington quarter is one of those coins that can transform from a simple quarter into a valuable piece of numismatic history. So, if you have a 1979 Washington quarter lying around, don't dismiss it just yet. Take a closer look. Examine the condition, check for any minting errors, and see if you might have a rare gem on your hands. Even if your coin isn't in perfect condition, you could still have a valuable piece of history that's worth more than you think. Today, we have a special treat for you. If you're a coin collector, then this one is going to pique your interest. We're taking a closer look at a coin that many might overlook at first glance, but with the right knowledge, it could make you a small fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. At first glance, the 1984 Washington quarter might seem like just another standard coin in the vast sea of U.S. currency. After all, it's not exactly rare in the sense that there were only a handful minted. The Washington quarter series has been around since 1932, with the design of George Washington's profile being one of the most iconic representations of the United States. So, why is this particular coin so special? Let's break it down. The Washington quarter has had a rich history since it was first introduced. The 1984 Washington quarter is part of a series that's often considered one of the more modern iterations of the coin. But just because it was minted in the 80s doesn't mean it's not valuable. You see, there are a few key factors that come into play when we start talking about the true value of this coin, and those factors can make it much more than just a piece of pocket change. First, let's talk about the mint marks. Every coin minted in the US comes with a mint mark that shows where it was produced. In 1984, the mint marks for the Washington quarter were from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The key to its value lies in the details, such as the mint mark location, its condition, and, most importantly, the rarity of certain versions. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1984 Washington quarter with a specific mint mark, particularly one from San Francisco, your coin may be much more valuable than you think. The San Francisco minted coins were often produced for proof sets, and many were struck with extra care to ensure that they had a flawless appearance. Because of this, they are often found in much better condition than other coins from the same year, but the true magic behind a coin's worth often comes from the way it was struck. Sometimes, during the minting process, a coin can have a unique error that makes it stand out. These errors could be anything from a double strike to an off-center design or even a misaligned die. If you've got a 1984 Washington quarter with any of these errors, then you're in for a real treat. These flaws are actually highly desirable to collectors, as they make the coin even more unique and rare. Now, let's get to the fun part, the value. Most 1984 Washington quarters in average circulated condition are worth just a few dollars, maybe a bit more if they're in pristine shape. But, and this is the exciting part, a 1984 Washington quarter in mint condition, especially one from San Francisco or with a notable error, can fetch an incredible price. In fact, some of these rare quarters have been known to sell for up to $82,000, yes, you heard that right, $82,000. That's right, a single coin that, on the surface, might seem like a regular quarter could be worth an extraordinary amount. This is one of the beautiful aspects of coin collecting. The value of a coin can increase exponentially when it is in exceptional condition, has a rare mint mark, or even contains a minting error. So, if you have a 1984 Washington quarter, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Examine it for any signs of rarity or uniqueness. Check the mint mark carefully, look for those S mint marks from San Francisco, or search for any errors in the design. You never know, You might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who has just started exploring the world of numismatics, the 1984 Washington quarter is a great example of how a relatively modern coin can hold significant value. So, keep your eyes peeled and your collection well curated. You might just find that your next discovery could be worth a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in today, coin enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating world of rare coins, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell. We'll be bringing you more coin insights and rare finds that could change your collecting game. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, you never know what hidden treasures might be in your pocket.